What's up, guys? My name is Jacob5 and welcome back to an episode of the Creator Club Career Mode, the season finale for season 5. But before we get into things, it'd be much appreciated if you're able to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video, and to keep up to date with all my socials, hit the link down below. In terms of this episode, we have a massive one upon us, and this is the first game of the episode. It's the semi-final in the FA Cup against Burnley. After previously beating Man City 6-0 at the Etihad, we got ourselves a place in the semi-final of the Emirates FA Cup, and this is the lineup to go with it then. Valizev in goal with King and Ndika, partner Alvarez on the right, Quintana on the left, Al-Qahtani and Jones in the middle with Sudakov just in front as he faces his former side, Vega on the left with Lopez up top, with Akrim at fifth making the final 11 on the right hand side. Knowing that we'd need to make a quick start, we was hoping that was going to be the case, but it seemed to be that Burnley got a little bit of possession here as Nathan Redmond, he's still going on this save. Bearing in mind we're in about 20-28 at the moment in this career mode as Tillman's on the ball, the American midfielder tries to get something going here, but Al-Qahtani makes a lovely interception, and on the break we go here. Sudakov against his former side is going to want a point of proof as he makes a lovely run here on the left hand side, making it worth his while. He makes a decent run into the box, he goes, but a decent save from the Burnley keeper then. Very good chance inside these first 10 minutes as we make it a hard one for Burnley, but they cope for now as we continue on in this tie. 8 minutes on, Burnley looking still dangerous on the attack as they try and get some passes through together. Alvarez makes a decent interception there, but it falls back out to Aaron Ramsey. As you can see, he picks up the ball as Alvarez tries to make an interception, and that he does. He sticks out a foot and he does really well with it. He finds his teammate Akrim at fifth and makes a 1-2 with Alexis Vega there. Vega finding his teammate Kevin Alvarez as the Mexicans link up there. Kevin Alvarez on the right hand side looking to try and see if he can get a decent ball into the box. He tries to do that, but it will be a corner kick. Very, very good chances still early on in this time, that's for sure. And we're definitely making our mark in this semi-finals. Fifth whips it in, and Ndika with the header. And just like that, it is 1-0 in 11th minutes. And it is Evan Ndika that has got the goal. A very good header, towering over the other defenders of the Burnley defenders there. And we have got ourselves a goal. Very quick start, and that is exactly what we wanted to be able to get ourselves off in this FA Cup final, semi-final tie, sorry. Really, really happy to be able to get an early one, because it's like anything, when they get the first goal, it's always harder to come back. And you always feel like you're on the kind of the back ropes with it, so it's always nice to be able to get yourself an early goal and kind of build on that. Really, really good delivery, and same for the header, to be honest. Nice bit of precision and power going into it as he beats the keeper there. Really, really happy with that one compared to what Vincent Kompany is, that's for sure. As we retrieve the ball on the possession there off the restart, and we look to try and make a quick one here. Sudakov on the right hand side as he tries to beat the defenders there as they're closing him in, but he finds Lopez in a dangerous position. Lopez with the shot, but the Burnley keeper with the save, and it will go out for another corner kick. 25 minutes into the game, we've been all JD Cook FC so far, to be honest. A lot of pressure maintaining in this team to be able to kind of see if we can get ourselves over the line into the final. Aaron Ramsey's on the ball now for Burnley now on the left hand side as he toys with Ndika, tries to see if he can get past him, but the foot is stuck out. Really good interception there as we try and make a break for ourselves as a fifth makes the run. He knows he's got runners there, one of them being Sudakov. Sudakov's in a dangerous position here. He finds himself one-on-one with the keeper. He's too fancy with it, unfortunately, though, and it will be a corner kick. If he put his foot through that, that will definitely be 2-0 as we get the corner. Al-Qahtani whips it in, but Ndika will make it 2-0 instead. He's got 2 to his name in this game. Brilliant stuff from Evan Ndika as he gets his second goal, the number 3, towering over the centre-backs once again. He has been absolutely brilliant for us so far this season, to be honest, and that pretty much sums up his season performances. Really, really good header. Getting 2 goals in a game as a centre-back is never easy, that's for sure, but it was a decent delivery from Al-Qahtani, so he's got Nadim to thank, that's for sure. Really, really good header this time around. He just aligns his body with the ball. Bit of a difficult one compared to the first one as he really needs to work for it, but once again he beats the keeper with absolute ease, and we find ourselves cruising in this semi-final tie as we are now 2-0 up going into the second half as we start things off as we need to go on here as we make a quick attack. As you can see, a fifth finds Lopez. The ball is stopped momentarily, but Lopez gets back onto it, and Lopez nearly gets the goal there as the keeper makes another save. The Burnley keeper not having the best of games by conceding 2 goals, but he's definitely proved his worth by making the saves that he has made. It would definitely be about 4 or 5-0 if it wasn't for a keeper at the moment. A decent delivery into the box, but no one can really meet it with such a precise header, and it will go out for a goal kick as they get a goal kick here, as you can see, trying to pass out from the back Burnley, but a long ball onto Nelson, number 28. Ball intercepted from Quintana there as we try and win the ball, but Alexis Vega wins it in the air, just passing it a rack here, as you can see, as Valizev clears his lines, but only as far as the Burnley attack. Brownhill on the ball as he finds Santos. Santos to Tillman. Santos is a lovely chance here, but it's straight at the keeper as we recover here. Kevin Alvarez clearing his lines as it falls out to Akrim fifth, but on the ball it goes back to Burnley, and a free kick has been given, and it will be to ourselves, and that is is the end of attacking play for Burnley on this instance there as we continue in this tie. 55 minutes gone now, the second half, looking very comfortable for ourselves, but Santos, the number 10 for Burnley, looking to cause a few problems for us. As you can see, he puts it on to 28 Nelson. Nelson's got a chance here as he tries to get something going, as he holds the ball up and momentarily he's got a chance, but he takes the shot. He could have passed it, to be honest. If he wasn't as selfish, he would have definitely got a decent goal for his team as they try and get themselves back into the tie. A decent delivery will be needed to try and set themselves back into the tie. As a deep delivery into the box, Sanchez meets it with a looping header, and just like that, it is 2-1, and they have got their goal. A looping header beats the Russian goalkeeper Velisev. A very well earned header that was, to be honest. They got some few chances together, and they're definitely knocking on the door after we scored that second. Gained a little bit more momentum, and they find themselves in a little bit more of a comfortable position as they've only got a 1-goal deficit to be able to climb back from. Now, moving on from that, we make some substitutions in this game as Al-Qahtani looks very tired. He comes on for Hannibal Medri then as we make some more substitutions. Joe Bellingham coming on for Sudakov. He hasn't really had the best of games against his former side. Medri looking to make a mark as he makes an interception in the middle of the park. He finds Alexis Vega. Vega onto Lopez there, and he knows there's a runner, one of them being a fifth. He can't really find the pass, though. Very, very close. But unfortunately, he just didn't really have the precision it needed to be able to go to cream the fifth's feet and have a chance at goal. But we've still got chances here as Burnley are passing it around in the back there, as you can see, trying to get the ball forward and try and see if they can get a second in this game to draw level. Number 21, Aaron Ramsey, driving on the left-hand side as Ndika tries to cover the space there, and he does really well, but unfortunately nothing can be done. And Santos hits the side netting. He's already had one, and he wanted to add another to his tally there. Burnley very much knocking on the door after that first goal, as you can see, but Ndika makes a lovely interception, finding Francisco Lopez. Lopez has the runner a fifth as he makes a run on the right-hand side, causing very many options. Looking into the box there, as you can see, Alexis Vega is also there, but so is Francisco Lopez. And just like that, it's 3-1, 15 minutes left in this time. Surely we've got over our line to have one step into the final. Really, really happy if that's going to be the case, but we've still got 15 minutes left in this tie. It's very much well deserved, to be honest. We've taken our chances at the right time. We've definitely possessed more kind of a play about ourselves compared to Burnley. A decent ball into the box there, as you can see, and Lopez was unmarked. He took his time with it. He took a touch initially then, and he just outside the foot of it on his left peg. That is game, set and match, I hope to be anyway, as we continue on. It's only a few minutes left in this tie as Luka Jovic picks up the ball now. He comes on as a substitute as he finds his teammate Louis Barry, who's also come off the bench. Louis Barry for 4-2. He squares it to a fifth, and that is a very, very good block, if I have to say so myself, as it goes out for a corner kick. As you can see, we weren't really that unhappy with that. We should have got a goal, to be honest, but we get the corner. Luka Jovic wins the header. Very unlucky to not be able to convert from that one, as the corner is literally going out from the edge of the area as we try and get something going, but we can't. But we don't mind. Full-time whistle has been blown. 3-1 in the end as we cruise into the FA Cup final after a victory over Burnley. Very, very good performance, that is to be said. It was getting close at one point when they got one goal back from a looping header from Santos, but apart from that, the boys did the job and we did what we needed to do. Evan Ndika, the one to be talked about the most, as he gets 2 goals from the centre-back position there, 2 corner goals. Really, really happy for himself as we go on into the FA Cup final and we set ourselves on things that are a bit more important with the Premier League. As you can see, a player returns from injury. Solomon Gayam is back in the squad. Obviously, he's going to take a few weeks to get back to fitness, so I don't think we'll see any of him this season, and then whether he stays with us next season, that is to be said in another episode as we continue on then. And as I'm saying, we've got more important things compared to the FA Cup, and it is this game against Arsenal, and if we win this one, we are going to be crowned champions of the Premier League. It's some big kind of weight on our shoulders, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to cope with it and get ourselves through. In terms of the lineup, Valisev in goals, and Golo and Phillips partner, Caicedo on the right, Williams on the left, Medri and Bellingham in the middle with Sudakov just in front with Vega on the left, Barry on the right, and Luka Jovic making the final 11 up top. Best side that I could possibly field with obviously the remaining fixtures that we've got surrounding our calendar. I feel like this is a team that can get us over the line and get it done, but let's get into things and see what can happen. A lot of tension surrounding the ground, knowing what can be happening in this tie, that's for sure. As Arsenal try and make a quick start and make a spoiler to the party. Martinelli loses the ball there as Barry picks it up, but they do pick it up once again. Kevin De Bruyne in the middle of the park, trying to get something going for his side. As Hannibal Medri 6 out of foot and wins a lovely interception there. Medri on the ball as he finds his teammate Luka Jovic, and Jovic finds himself in a dangerous area. This would be the absolute precise start that we really need, and he has done exactly that. Luka Jovic has got a goal just inside 5 minutes. The Serbian striker once again being trusted with his kind of just requirements up top. He's been absolutely phenomenal for us this season. Once again, it gets an important goal, and that could see us get the Premier League title over and done with. It's a very early goal that's got a lot of time to be able to cope with, so it's definitely not done yet, that's for sure, but we've started off really, really well, and that is probably the best possible start that we could possibly hope for, in all honesty. Decent hit on his right foot, beating Aaron Ramsdale really easily, and we find ourselves 1-0 up as we gain some confidence after that first goal as we try and create something else there. As you can see, Luis Felipe making a dangerous interception deflection there as Aaron Ramsdale clears his line as far as his teammate Fujiwara. He puts it onto his teammate Martinelli, the number 11 Brazilian, running forward on the left-hand side, running the luminous yellow for Arsenal there as he tries to get something going for his tide, trying to see if he can get the ball into the box there as we make it difficult for him there, trying to intercept it, but a very, very good chance for Mika, and it just strays wide. What a chance for Arsenal to get level in this game as he had the rebound. Pretty much an open goal, but he overcomplicated things, and that is going to stay 1-1 in this tie. 22 minutes being played there as we get the goal kick as Louis Barry wins the header. On to Tudorkov it goes as Barry makes the run as Jovic picks up the ball. Jovic knows their support, as you can see Caicedo on the right hand side as he makes a run there. The number 4 trying to get something going, the Argentinian right back trying to see if he can get a ball into the box. He waits his time, he puts it onto Jovic. Jovic to Barry, surely, oh what a chance that is. Just strays wide as it goes on for a deflection there, and it will be a corner kick. Alexis Vega the man to take the corner there as we whip it into a dangerous area. Can't make the header though, but they can only clear it as far as Hannibal Medri there, as you can see, but they do pick it up. Decent defending from Arsenal, but once again the ball falls out towards Barry to Vega, Vega to Jovic, Jovic for 2, and yes, he's got his second. Luka Jovic, the Serbian international, once again strikes to add to his ever-growing tally in the Premier League and all competitions, to be honest. He's been absolutely phenomenal as noted as in the first goal. Really, really good stuff from Luka Jovic there as Barry finds Alexis Vega and he knows Jovic is there. He takes his time, he just hits it on his left, a lot of power nestling into the top corner. Aaron Ramsdale is a very good keeper, but there was no stopping that, that's for sure, and we find ourselves 2 ahead in this tie as we look to try and get one hand on the trophy, but we've still got a lot to try and do in this half, that's for sure, as Arsenal's on the ball now. Martinelli on the left hand side, number 11 driving forward there, as we know he's got a lot of pace about him, that's for sure. Tries to make it hard for the defenders there, as you can see. It's hard to get the ball off him. Caicedo making a decent interception there in the end as we now go on the attack. Louis Barry on the right hand side looking to try and create something for his side as he uses his pace to go and drive there, as you can see, but not many blue shirts offering support. It looks like he's going to have to do it on his own if nothing catch up there. Luka Jovic does catch up, he gets the shot, but it's pretty much straight at Aaron Ramsdale. That will go out for a corner kick. Near to the end of the first half now as we reach the 37-minute mark there, as you can see, as Arsenal hasn't really created much so far. They've had their chances, but they haven't really been able to take them, that's for sure. Kevin De Bruyne looking to put a stop to that there as he drives on the right hand side, and it's really hard to push the ball off him there, as you can see, and they're passing it about really nicely. Davies with the shot, now to Martinelli. He really looked like he was going to take the shot initially there, but he does get the shot off in the end, and Velisev saves it comfortably as it will go out for a corner kick. 2 minutes to the end of the first half there as Arsenal look to try and see if they can get one before half time. Rodrigo on the right hand side, he finds Konate there as he makes a 1-2 as he Manning on the right hand side, finding Rodrigo, the number 21 for Arsenal, toys with the left back there, as you can see, literally sending him into next year. A lovely bit of shimmy there as he finds De Bruyne in a decent bit of space for 2-1, and he has got his goal. Kevin De Bruyne has got the goal, and he finds himself with only a 1-goal deficit to be able to catch up on in the second half. Very kind of mixed performance from Arsenal, but they'll be happy to be able to get a goal just before half time to make matters harder for us in the second, that's for sure. Really good effort on his right foot, but I would have wanted more from the keeper, to be honest. Beating him on his inside post isn't exactly what we would have wanted to happen, but that is that. We still need to move on in this tie, that's for sure, as we're going to make some substitutions. Bellingham hasn't really been the best for us so far, as Curtis Jones will come onto the pitch, and we start off this second half as we try and get a third goal in this tie. Brandon Williams on the run there, as you can see, as he finds Luka Jovic in a gap. It could be 3-1, and just like that it is. What a start to this second half. Luka Jovic getting his hat-trick in the tie. Brilliant stuff. Brandon Williams making a run on the left-hand side as he finds a gap there. Arsenal defence completely daydreaming in whatever instance. I don't even know if they knew the whistle went on that point to start the second half, but it had done, and we find ourselves 3-1 up then, and that is exactly what we would have wanted early on in this second half. A bright start to the second half is exactly what we need to be able to charge forward, and as I say, it's a grasp on the Premier League. There's still only one hand on it though, that's for sure. There'll only be 2 when the full-time whistle blows, and we are the winners. 50 minutes into the tie after that third goal, it's really given us some confidence to kind of spur on and go forward as Louis Barry now picks up the ball now as he's got a gap here as he tries to make an even bigger gap. He goes onto the right hand side finding Curtis Jones. Jones onto Caicedo for 4-1, but he just doesn't get enough power on it. He pretty much taps it against Aaron Ramsdale. Not the best of efforts from the Argentinian right back as he now needs to climb back the yards there, as you can see Diogo Jota making a run on the left hand side. Pretty much 3-on-3 as it stands here as Martinelli picks up the ball from Diogo Jota there as he finds a teammate. What a challenge that is from Phillips there, getting stuck in when it means the most, not conceding at the penalty at the same time, but unfortunately Caicedo loses it, and then it will go out for a throw-in after a decent tackle. Very, very shaky defending, but good at the same time. Very nervous still, even though we are 3-1 up currently. Gustavo Heimer will come onto the pitch then as Curtis Jones moves to the cam roll. Heimer comes on for Sudakov once again, not really having the best of games. He's going for a bit of a patch at the the moment where he hasn't been the best so far, as Arsenal get a free kick here. As you can see, as Kevin De Bruyne is the man to take it. He plays it short to Rodrigo, back to De Bruyne where it goes there, as you can see, and he looks to play a ball into the box, but he puts it onto Rodrigo. Rodrigo gets past one as he finds Martinelli. Rodrigo offering out in space, and he has got his goal. Valisev beaten at the near post once again. Not exactly what you want to see from your goalkeeper, that's for sure, as the number 21 gets the better of Valisev there. Arsenal have half an hour to get back into this game and get level and spoil the party, that's for sure. A decent goal from Rodrigo nevertheless, but I would have liked it not to be on his near post. Valisev having some sort of weakness there, to be honest. Not the best of plays, but unfortunately we find ourselves 3-2 at the moment as we continue on in this tie. We try and see if we can get a fourth here as Hannibal Mejbri picks up the ball. Decent effort. Ramsdale making an acrobatic save. I thought we might get to the rebound there, as you can see, but unfortunately he does collect the ball and it still stays 3-2. The clock is ticking for Arsenal if they're going to get back into this game. Manning finds Rodrigo on the right hand side as he toys with defenders there, as you can see, in a quick bit of play finds Smith Rowe in a dangerous position. Arsenal now attacking in numbers there as Rodrigo tries to get something going for his side, but he just plays it back initially there, finding Smith Rowe as he tries to get a ball into the box. King does clear as it tries to get onto Brandon Williams there. He wins the header. Mejbri wins the header also, but it falls back out to Arsenal. What a chance! Valisev with the save. Jota getting very close to that one, that is for sure. And it is a goal kick in the end as we await the full-time whistle to be blown. It's literally seconds now, but Arsenal having one last chance, as you can see. Numbers driving forward. Smith Rowe on the right-hand side. He finds his teammate Rodrigo onto Diogo Jota, and it just skips past the post. And with that being said, the full-time whistle has been blown. We get over the line and we are crowned Premier League champions. We have finally done it. The second season with being in the Premier League, we find ourselves champions of England. What an achievement it is. What a game that was, to be honest. A hat-trick from Jovic. Arsenal coming back and forth. It was never done until the end. Really, really happy with that result though, and just happy with the whole campaign in itself. It's been it's been different for us. We've led for quite a while. It's been moments where we've kind of gone from high to low. We've had some performances that haven't been the best and some that have been absolutely outstanding. But overall, this has been a mega season, that is for sure. And we're definitely proud to say that we're going to be crowned champions of the Premier League this time round for the first time in our history. We're going to be looking to retain it next season, but that is for next season, to be honest. We can only think about now and what achievements that have occurred in this season. Javier N'Golo, he's been here since the start, and he's going to be the man that's going to be lifting the trophy as he has the captain's armband on, as he awaits to lift it. There he goes, and JD Cook FC are crowned champions of the Premier League. Massive achievement for the boys, and it's literally been from the first season, from where players aren't even here now to where we are now, where we've got new players in and everything else. Anyone that's been a part of the club and everything else has built the success, even if they're not here now, and it's just been a very good journey, that's for sure. I didn't know if I was going to do it my second season, to be honest. It's gone definitely quicker than I would originally thought. It might have taken me another season, I perhaps thought at the time, but we've definitely done it in a decent amount of time, and we find ourselves Premier League champions then. And what a way to end the Premier League season, with 5 games left to go still. So we're going to be simulating the rest of the games also, but for now we're going to be celebrating long into the night with the fans, as Javier N'Golo probably won't even let go of that trophy, to be honest, and I don't blame him whatsoever. The confetti is flying, the fireworks are banging, and this is the team photo then. What a team this has been. And this is not even the best of it, to be honest, and I've always thought in the future I wish they implement the whole squad as a whole squad photo. I think that'd be really interesting as a little feature. As I said, we're going to have simulation games, so obviously we're going to be having some results that really don't matter, to be honest. A simulation against Chelsea, a 2-2 draw, then we got a simulation against Bournemouth, then we come away with a 3-2 win. As you can see, Bournemouth missed a penalty to be able to get back 3-3 on this game, and then another simulation against Tottenham Hotspur. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the result as we get to a 2-1 loss there, as you can see. Scarlett getting 2 goals against us. Vega was only able to get 1. And with another simulation game against Manchester United as we game 2-2. Really big games, to be honest. So if it actually was to boil down this, it would have been some actually real tough fixtures. That is for sure. As we have the last simulation game in the Premier League then against Brentford FC. 1-1 in the end as we round off the end of the Premier League. But I am not fussed whatsoever. And this is the Premier League table. We played 38. We won 25. We drew 8. And we lost 5. Currently we sat on 83 points compared to Manchester City 71. They did catch up at one point and there was a point where it was only about 6 or so points with myself having a game in hand. So it was getting close at one point. Obviously, we had a really good start at the same time, so we've always gained some sort of momentum, and we just being able to kind of get the wins when we needed to. We took our chances when we needed to. We didn't really fall behind that far, which was the nice thing about it, and we have rounded off the Premier League season with a massive bang. But while I say that, we've still got one more game to go, and that is the FA Cup final against Arsenal. Here we go then, this is the lineup against Arsenal in the Emirates FA Cup. After previously getting some revenge on them after winning in the Premier League, they're going to looking to try and do a number on us once again. But this is the lineup, as I said. Valesev in goals and Ndika and King Partner, Alvarez on the right, Quintana on the left, Medjbury and Jones in the middle with Sudakov just in front, with Vega on the left hand side, Jonathan Okone on the right hand side, and Luka Jovic up top. Let's get into things and let's see how this final plans out. Here we go then, we've got things kicked off at Wembley Stadium for the Emirates FA Cup final against Arsenal FC as Quintana makes a run on the left hand side, looking to make a quick start as you can see here, trying to catch them off their feet. Vega makes onto the ball there on the left hand side, he looks really dangerous, he finds Luka Jovic in a dangerous position, onto Jones, onto Sudakov. Sudakov has got a corner there for 1-0, surely not! The ball is blocked there, and a really good chance that was for sure as Jonathan Okone knows it, as it will be a corner kick. Hannibal Medjbury, the man to whip it in from the corner, looking for a decent delivery in the box. Jovic meets the header, but it just hits the roof of the net. Very good opportunity to get 1-0 up, but I feel like we'll still have more to come, that's for sure. 10 minutes into the tie, we've had a few chances, definitely looking better than Arsenal, but Arsenal now on the attack there, as you can see, is Rodriguez on the right hand side, looking to create something for the Arsenal attack there, and as you can see in the build up to that, a foul is being made, and the referee has actually pulled it back for that, even though they were still maintaining some sort of possession, and it will be a free kick to Arsenal, and as Kevin De Bruyne is the man to step over it, the number 26 for Arsenal. Whether they're going to play it short, yes they are. Odegaard onto De Bruyne. De Bruyne tries to take the shot there as Kevin Alvarez does make a block there. Falls back out to Rodrigo though. Arsenal still maintain possession, but it will be a corner kick. Very good defending though, that has to be said, as we look to defend this corner this time round there as Kevin De Bruyne is the man to take it. Whether he's going to play it short, no he doesn't. He whips it in. Davies with the header, but it just strays wide. Very powerful header though, that was for sure. And if I think that was on target, that might have just been floating in. Who knows? 18 minutes into the time, we win the ball back from the goal kick here as we retain possession. Vega on the left hand side as he puts it onto his teammate Luka Jovic, but Konate gets stuck in there for his side. Rodrigo finding Mika on the right hand side there as they're looking to make a really big break for it there. Rodrigo driving forward then, there's a lovely ball onto number 15 Manning. Manning assessing his options there as he's got players in the box. Whether he's going to cross it, I'm not too sure. Advantage being played as a shove was made, and it will be a free kick to Arsenal now as the referee pulls it back, and Kevin De Bruyne will be stepping over the free kick. Whether he's going to shoot or cross it, I'm not too sure. He actually is going to play it short onto Declan Rice. It goes. Quintana gets stuck in on the interception there as it falls out to Jonathan Okone as he plays it out to Quintana. Quintana now making a run on the left hand side as we might try and make a counter attack. Quintana still on the ball as he makes a 1-2 with Alexis Vega. Quintana being the face of everything so far as he finds his teammate Sudakov. Sudakov getting in here as he's got a chance. He's been wiped out there, but Jovic with the goal nevertheless, and we find ourselves 1-0 up in this Emirates FA Cup final. Really good goal from Luka Jovic. There would have been a free kick to be honest if it wasn't to be a goal, but we'll definitely take a goal, that's for sure. Sudakov was completely wiped out in the build up to that. He found himself in a real dangerous position. He was pretty much to let go on that shot there as you can see, and an absolute poor challenge being made, but luckily for us he kind of assists Jovic at the same time because it falls out to Jovic while he was running to try and see if it can be an option for Sudakov, and in the midst of that he actually finds himself with the ball and he finds it in the back of the net also. 1-0 then as we continue on in this tie. 27 minutes gone. Arsenal haven't played bad, that's to be said, as they continue though. Odegaard on the ball in the middle of the park, but Ndika makes a lovely interception. Now we go on the counter attack. Luka Jovic on the right hand side, he looks to run into the gap and he's done exactly that. Luka Jovic currently is only, but it doesn't really matter. Luka Jovic, surely not. What a save that is from Aaron Ramsdale. Really good chance to get ourselves 2-0 up in this tie, but it wasn't to be as Luka Jovic is denied and the corner kick's being taken by Okone. Decent delivery, but Vega's header is too wide unfortunately, and it still stays 1-0 in the 38th minute now, nearly at the end of the first half. As you can see, Luka Jovic picks up the ball, but unfortunately, whatever reason, he took a heavy touch, and now we lose it, and Arsenal find himself in a real good position here. Mika, the number 37 for Arsenal, takes his time, he holds the ball, and to Declan Rice it goes, looking really dangerous here, Arsenal, for 1-1. Martin Odegaard has got his goal, and it is 1-1 in this tie. 5 minutes left until the end of the first half, and Martin Odegaard has got his goal. Really good goal from the Norwegian, and that is what you want from your midfielders, that's for sure. And unfortunately, Really didn't want that. Really would like to have gone in at the half-time break 1-0 up, that's for sure. If Luka Jovic weren't to have lost the ball in that sort of area, I don't feel like we'd be in this sort of position. But we're going to have to accept it and push on in this second half. And as you can see, Arsenal looking to push on really early on in the second. Mika's with a brilliant chance, but Verizeb with an even better save there as it falls out to Quintana as he tries to clear his lines. Onto Alexis Vega it goes as he looks to try and create a run for his side. Can he create something for his side there as Luka Jovic makes a 1-2 there, as you can see. Vega making a lovely run on the left-hand side, looking really dangerous. He runs himself into the box, and it also, but nearly goes in. I thought it was in, to be honest, but it wasn't to be. Aaron Ramsdale does save in that instance as we get a corner kick. Hannibal Medjugorje to whip it in. Ramsdale with the save there as he falls out to King. Davis with the block as it back out to Medjugorje. Medjugorje into the box. Ramsdale with a save. Literally ping-ponging out and in the box there so far as we try and get it on the ground and try and get a shot going here. Sudakov can't win the ball as Mika now makes a run forward. Advantage being played there for the referee, and Arsenal have escaped the danger zone in that one, that's for sure. As there's now 57 minutes being played as we get the throw in our half. Okona makes a 1-2 a King here as we try and get something going on the right hand side. Okona picks up the ball asking for Alvarez to run, and he does exactly that. Alvarez onto Jones here as Jones is assessing his options into the middle of the park. It goes on to Medjugorje. Medjugorje to Luka Jovic for 2-1, and it is once again that man. It's Luka Jovic. There's no stopping him at the moment. Goals flying in left, right and centre. Previously scored a hat-trick against Arsenal in the Premier League, and this time he's now got 2 goals added to the tally, and it's just unbelievable from Luka Jovic. A decent ball from Hannibal Medjugorje there. Doesn't even think about it. He just takes the pass on the left foot there. Really good goal from Luka Jovic, that's for sure. And we find ourselves front for the second time in this tie as Arsenal are going to want to bite back at us, that's for sure. They've still got time to do so. Half an hour nearly to play in this tie as Arsenal now push forward. Number 11 Martinelli causing all sorts of problems for Alvarez there as he can't really win the tackle there. King trying to climb back there, as you can see, as Alvarez looks to try and see if he can win the ball, and he does exactly that as he puts it out to Jonathan Okona there as Okona wins it on the header. Onto Jones it went there, as you can see. Sudakov picks up the ball and a fake shot really kind of puts him onto the wide there, and it will be a throw in after a decent tackle from Alphonso Davies as Okona picks up the ball from the throw in there, and a quick attack's being made as Luka Jovic finds Alexis Vega. What a save that is from Ramsdale on his toes in that instance as he runs out. Really good opportunity to find ourselves 3-1 up and maybe put the game to bed, but we can't do that whatsoever, and Arsenal are passing it around the back really nice so far, looking to get themselves out of danger as Alphonso Davies finds Diogo Jota. Jota just coming onto the pitch finds Martinelli there as he makes a 1-2 there, trying to create something for his side there. Arsenal looking dangerous as they charge in numbers there on the left hand side. Alphonso Davies making his run. Davies looking to try and see if he can create something in the box there as he sets his options, not looking for a pass so far as he holds it for too long. Kevin Alvarez does make the interception there as Jonathan Okona now looks to go on the break as he knows Alphonso Davies is out of position, but the pass does not meet the requirements whatsoever, and Arsenal pick it up once again. Literally the ball going from left to right so far as it looks a really fast bit of attacking play. De Bruyne finds himself in a dangerous area, he puts it onto Martinelli, and it is 2-2 then 73 minutes into the tie, and Arsenal have got themselves back level for the second time in this tie. Really good stuff from Arsenal. They hit on the break, they were driving in numbers, it was definitely coming with the fast paced movement that they did possess on the pitch, and they find themselves 2-2 then, and Arsenal are back in it once again. Really not what we want to be seeing after we could have chances being taken to go 3-1 up at the time, but it wasn't to be, and now we get ourselves restarted as Cream of Fifth finds Louis Barry on the right hand side. He's just come on for a sub there, fresh legs as you can see, and he makes a run into the gap, beating Davies for pace. He finds himself in an ample opportunity, and just like that, Louis Barry's only just welcomed himself onto the pitch, and what an entrance that is as Louis Barry has got a goal. 14 minutes left in this time. We might find ourselves with one hand on the trophy as we look to try and claim our third FA Cup title in a row. Brilliant stuff from Louis Barry. What a goal that is, and what a statement to make coming off the bench. That is exactly what sort of kind of move you want to be making. That is for sure. Louis Barry doing really well to run into the gap there, and he just had too much pace for the Arsenal defence. He just taps it. What a dink that is, to be honest, beating Aaron Ramsdale. And we find ourselves 11 minutes away from victory there as Arsenal try and get something going for a third time. Martinelli on the left hand side. He's got Davies in support, but he doesn't use him just yet. Martinelli in the box now, as you can see, but Alvarez making a decent challenge there on that instance, finding his teammate Akrima fifth there as he tries to get something going, but unfortunately he loses the ball. Arsenal retraining it once again there, as you can see, is right on the ball, looking to try and see if he can find his teammate Rodrigo. Rodrigo holding the ball up, he tries to get past the defence, but Ndika shoves him off. Having the ball, he's having none of that, that's for sure, as Vega now tries to create something. Vega making a 1-2 with Francisco Lopez there as he looks to try and find himself in the dangerous area. Vega trying to see if he can make it half of the defenders there as he makes it onto Quintana. Quintana running into the box there, a dangerous opportunity for Quintana, just straying wide. What's an opportunity opportunity that was to put the game to bed, but it wasn't to be, and it still stays 3-2 in this tie, but not long left for Arsenal to get themselves back into it. Looking at what's given on the additional +3s being given then as Arsenal look to try and create one last attack, but Lopez is getting stuck in there. He wins the ball. We find ourselves in a counter-attack position. Alexis Vega on the left-hand side to win the FA Cup. And he has done exactly that. Who else but Alexis Vega, the man that's been here from the start, the man that has won it all, he scored it all. And Alexis Vega has got us a victory over the line once again for the however many times, to be honest. He's just proves to be absolute gem time and time again. Alexis Vega, what a goal that is. What an interception that was from Francisco Lopez, finding Alexis Vega in that sort of position in the first place. Arsenal were all out attack at that moment and just had no defenders back whatsoever, and we made the most of that. Really, really good shot on his left peg there, just going across goal. Aaron Ramsey was well and truly beaten, and that is a lovely goal from Alexis Vega as he finds himself now getting the winning goal in the Emirates FA Cup as a full-time whistle has been blown, and we get another victory over Arsenal. And again, it was to win another trophy. Obviously, that wasn't in the final previously, but this one was a 4-2 victory over the Gunners, and we have retained the Emirates FA Cup. And once again, it's our third time winning it. Really do enjoy this trophy. I just love the competition and everything about it, to be honest. It absolutely just rocks. It is just such a good competition to win from the start to the minute where you get to Wembley. Obviously, you play some sort of smaller teams at the start of the rounds, and as you build yourself up, sometimes you can hit some big teams, and we had a very good run, that's for sure. Really, really impressed with the boys to be able to compete in the competitions that we've been able to compete in. Obviously, we'd have liked to have won the Champions League this season, but we have definitely played a lot of games, but we've still come away with a Super Cup, a Community Shield, an EFL Cup, a Premier League, and an FA Cup. Really, really happy with that, and Evan Ndika is the man to look to step up there as he wore the captain's armband today. He's going to be lifting the trophy. As he exactly does that, the blue ribbons are lifted, and Evan Ndika is going to be celebrating long into the night with his teammates. A real good team performance. It was very much tough contested in terms of being really tight. Arsenal were coming back and forth from 1-0 to 1-1, then 2-1 to 2-2, and finally we just got that little bit of an edge to be able to get ourselves over the line and get the victory that we really wanted. As I say, really happy with the boys. We love Wembley, we love the day out, and it's exactly that we've done. We've come away with a trophy once again to add to the cabinet. We're going to have to get some more storage room, that is for sure. As we say, we retain this for a third time. I think this is a trophy that we've won the most in all the time that we've been in different competitions and so on. So we've won the league once, we've won the FA Cup 3 times, the EFL trophy once, and obviously we've won the Trekker Trade trophy once, and obviously like League 2, League 1 and Championship. So it has been a trophy that has been close to our hearts, that is for sure, and we won't be forgetting this one anytime soon. This is what our FA Cup run actually did look like, and we actually got off to a rocky start, to be honest. 4-4 against Preston. We actually nearly got knocked out in the first round that we actually went into. Went into a replay of that one and won 3-1. Round 4, we came against Reading away from home, and we got a 2-0 comfortable victory. In round 5, we come against Newcastle United. That was a tough game. 2-1 win in the end at the JD Cook Arena. Happy to be able to go through then. And then we had an absolute brilliant game against Manchester City in round 6. 6-0 that was in the end. Brilliant performance that was from the boys as we look to go into the semi-finals, and that's what really pushed us, to be honest. 3-1 in the end against Burnley, as you know, really good semi-final, and obviously the final that we've just played against Arsenal, winning 4-2. Really good cup run, really exciting one, and I look forward to playing it once again next season. In terms of the stats, obviously we're going to be looking at the player stats and what actually people did in terms of the overall season, and this is what people did. As you can see, Phil Foden being on the top goal scorer, not far off Jovic there, as you saw. Vega being on decent on the assist, joint top on the second bit there as he comes third. Sudakov there also getting 10, Vega getting 10, so some decent assists. Bearing in mind Vega only played 19 games there, as you can see. Valisev getting a 12th on the clean sheets. Not the best of seasons, I would say, but not the worst. He definitely proved to be decent in some areas of the pitch. Jovic getting the top goal scorer in the Emirates FA Cup with a cream of 5th, getting the top assister. No one getting on the clean sheets there either. As we look to the other competitions that we also played in the Carabao Cup, Al-Qahtani got 4 goals, only 1 off the top goal scorer, so fair play to Al-Qahtani. As we look at the assists there, a cream of 5th and a Guyam on the top 2, so happy to be able to claim the award on that one. And even though we got knocked out at the start there, as you can see the impact that Francisco Lopez really had. 8 goals in 7 matches compared to everyone playing 12. Really, really happy with that, to be honest. That's a big stat. O'Connor getting on top of the assists also there. Really, really good, to be honest. And this is what it looked like as a team. As you can see, Jovic played 36 games there, scored 25 goals. Lopez getting 25 goals, but as you can see, he played more games than Jovic. Sudakov had a good first season, 14 goals there, as you can see. Louis Barry having a good season, 13 goals. Alcatani, 13 goals. Kone, 12. Vega, 10. He'd have had more if he weren't to have been injured. A fifth, 9, as you can see there. Camacho, 7. He played a vital part after coming in after that, a few injuries on the wing, with the last goals going to Bashir Humphreys. A fifth topping the assist there, as you can see, with a fifth and Sudakov at the top, and matching with Vega there also. Akone on 14, say Vega and Sudakov on 15. Lopez on 11, not bad for a striker. Not Jovic on 9, not bad for a striker. So a lot of creativity going on the pitch, as well as many goal scorers also. If I were to assess this as a whole side, this is what I think, to be honest. Nikolai Vasilev, he's only getting better. We still need time with him, and to be honest, he's a very, very good goalkeeper. Bengston came in when he needed to. Some questionable saves, nevertheless, but I still feel like he did well. Brandon Williams would be in or out. I'm not too sure if he'll be going next season. Quintana, he'll definitely be here next season. Really, really good performances overall. Pacey, fast, and agile left back. Ulrich didn't have many time on touch in terms of the pitch, but he will be definitely used next season. Castello will be retiring at the end of the season, so farewell to him. Evan Ndika, brilliant first season at JD Cook FC. Really, really happy with his performances. Jesus Angola, not the best of seasons, to be honest, and it's very questionable whether he'll be here next season or not, but that'll be into the next episode. Leon King, I feel like he's getting better, but I don't feel like the improvements made are really what I need out of a centre-back, so again, we'll be questioned to see if he'll be here next season. Ashley Phillips and Bashir Humphreys, solid performances from them both. Kevin Alvarez, as always, performing really well in the right-back role, and German Caicedo having a first season at JD Cook FC, proving to be a very, very good right-back, that is for sure. Louis Barry getting the goals when he needed to, and he's brought some vital moments to the club, so very happy with himself. Wright Phillips didn't really have much game time, but when called upon was good. Gustavo Heimer running off the season really well. I felt like he was solid to the end of the season, so was Curtis Jones. Good performances overall, and he's definitely getting better, that is for sure. Hannibal Medri, a big part of that middle of the park. I'm very happy to his performances, that is for sure. He'll be there next season. Jay Dalton, good first season. Obviously not many performances, but still decent. Akrima Fifth and Sudakov. I mean, Sudakov, a great first season at JD Cook FC, and Akrima Fifth always delivers, to be honest. Perfect displays from himself. Joe Bellingham, another one that's had the first season here. Really, really good stuff. Some kind of hot and cold performances, but overall very good. Edson Almeida, we didn't really see much of compared to Alcatani, that had a very good season. Near to the end, he didn't really play, but at the start, he definitely made an impact. Alexis Vega, without his injury, he'd have definitely been pivotal to this squad. Nevertheless, he definitely was, but he would have been even more kind of crucial to our team. Jonathan Akone had some good displays. He blows hot and cold at some times, and his fitness is definitely questionable, but he was definitely good. And so was Camacho. Brilliant stuff coming in. Only playing 13 games, but getting 7 goals. Really, really pivotal in front of goal and proved to be different, that's for sure. Agayam was injured for most of it, so can't really comment. Luka Jovic, Ellis Sims, and Lopez. I mean, what can I say? Luka Jovic proves to be an absolute talisman in front of goal. Always finding the goal when needed to, and that is exactly what we wanted. And so was that the case for Francisco Lopez. +3 on the overall, so he is only climbing. And at the end of the season, as always, if you win trophies, you've got to have a parade, and look at them trophies. I was actually annoyed to not see the Super Cup and the Community Shield on there also, to have 5 trophies. I'm assuming that they can only 3 on a time. Not too sure, to be honest. If we win more next season, then we might actually see if that's the case, but very, very happy though. Nevertheless, this squad has proved to be very good this season, that's for sure. We've dominated England, not so much Europe. I'd like to have that being the case next season, that's for sure, but we'll push on till then. And obviously we're going to have to upgrade the squad with the finances that we will gain from next season, from the accomplishments that we made from this season. So big things to come at JD Cook FC, but we're going to have to wait for the next episode for anything to unveil, that's for sure. It's been a big season. This is the finale. This is it. We've rounded it off with an FA Cup and a Premier League, as you can see with our accolades there. Top stuff from the boys, and couldn't be more proud. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.